I love early stage. I love it when there's just chaos and there's like systems that need to be built up and you need to hire people and you need to motivate people. After a couple of weeks, I realized I actually don't want to be in the corporate world there. I want to be in the startup world in London. So I started working for a whole bunch of early stage tech startups in London. Funny enough, I worked for one of the first banner networks in London, banner exchanges. I worked for one of the first email encryption companies. My idea at that stage was to do something similar to what Gumtree is, like a classified site for people coming into a country. And after a year and a half, I raised £1 million for it, which in today's rate is almost 20 million rand. We got an office, and within about 8 weeks, I had about 13 people working for me. We started hiring like crazy, and the internet bubble burst. And the investors were giving us the money every month in tranches, and that was it. They just said, we're not giving you the money, sue us. So took me a year and a half to put the deal together, and we thought we were on top of the world, and we basically had to let everyone go straight away, and that was it. The whole thing shut down in 24 hours. So it took a year and a half to put that deal together. The funny thing, and this is really crazy, is that the guys from Gumtree were actually in the office next door to us in London. 4 years ago, Groupon launched, Daddy's Deals launched, and about 50 other guys launched. And they're all basically doing vouchers for accommodation and spas and restaurants. You get 50, 60, 70% off. And with Daddy's Deals, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we launch offers in Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, like fresh stuff every second day. And out of the 54 from 4 years ago, they're basically us and Groupon survived in the country. On the voucher side, there's also on the product side, you've got one day only and catch of the day. But on the voucher side, it's very hard to actually build up an e-commerce site like that. Luckily, we actually were partners with Kalula, and so a big part of the Kalula database became our database. So we've currently got nearly 500,000 South Africans that every second day get an offer from us. At the moment, I think we're one of the top 10 e-commerce players in the country, and the idea is in the next year, we can probably become one of the top 3. So we think we'll be basically Groupon and Takealot ourselves as like the large e-commerce players. The first PR release we're writing for Daddy's Deals is the fact that when I got involved in the company, most of the people previously were there from 8 to 5 and that was work hours. And I came in there, I said, guys, if you don't want to be in the office, don't be in the office. I don't really care. All I want you to do is communicate with the whole team and meet your objectives. And we started using a whole bunch of software like Slack and Trello and everything like that. I'll look at Slack at night and there'll be 20 different conversations happening in Slack. Last night, midnight, there must have been 10 conversations happening. Some work-related, some just people talking rubbish. It's like a whole new world. It does take a getting used to. My shareholders in Daddy's Deals, I still get a lot of questions. I got one this morning. Like, we were at the office yesterday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there were 4 people in the office. What's happening? And I wrote back and said, don't let it worry you.